to the heavyweights. Blue on those the real ones, you knew they was never fake. Now they talk to the mics while the phone still elevate. Came from the force where the streets ain't sweet. Now we spit balls instead of walking down the beat.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Loose. What I think they lost their mind podcast. I got my guy with me.
It's Lou, baby.
Hey, listen, we back in the building. Back in the building, man.
Yo, where you been at?
Nah, you want to ask me questions. We back in the building, man. Listen.
Nah, the people want to know where you been at.
Where the fuck I been at? Where you been at?
Where you been at?
Man, listen. I'm going to tell a story real quick.
What?
Where I've been is, I've been trying to shoot the podcast for some time now, but this guy's so busy and saying his schedule don't mix with my schedule, so therefore we haven't shot the podcast in some time. But we needed to take a break. Had a few things going on. Just trying to revamp, trying to rebrand. Yeah, rebrand.
So you saying it's my fault?
It's definitely your fault, chat. I done asked you on several occasions. Everybody hitting us up when y'all shooting the pod.
Right.
Ask Twan.
So it's my fault.
Lou did it. Yeah, it's you. You done did it.
So it's my fault.
It's your fault.
All right, cool. I mean,
they say you was on trial with Diddy, but we ain't gonna speak about that. That's what nigga said.
Who did it?
I'm just saying that's what talk is around town.
I was on trial.
You did some time in the joint. That's what dreads look like. Dreads look like you was with dirt in the joint. You might as well cut that shit off.
That's crazy.
Real crazy.
I should cut it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What up though, man? Listen, how you been, man? What's up?
Listen, we back.
We back. I like that. Yeah.
Shit did get busy for the both of us. You know what I'm saying? It did get busy. I think it was a mixture of balance, trying to find some balance with the and then the podcast became more than what we thought it was.
Right.
Now this shit not as easy as we all thought it was. As far as just go shoot videos and keep moving.
Yeah.
Actually gotta have content to actually talk about.
Right.
So and then having a personal life.
Absolutely.
Trying to figure it out with that situation. You know
we definitely got a lot of content within these past couple months, man. We got to recap a whole lot of things that went on.
We do.
The Super Bowl. Shout out to the Seahawks. They won the Super Bowl.
They did.
You know what I mean?
I was actually happy they won though.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Something different. You know
yeah, something different, definitely.
You know something different.
No Patty Mahomes in this one.
No Patty
Mahomes. You know what I mean?
No Lamar Jackson.
Absolutely. Stephon Diggs did his big one.
He did.
For a second.
In reference to
Cardi B. And now that's no longer the talk of town. But man, listen, the new thing that's popping, man, that boy Jay dropped a hot interview, man.
It was hot?
It was a hot, very exclusive interview with GQ.
Well, let's get to the meat and potatoes. People felt like, I saw it the other day, that he should have been on Memphis Bleak show.
People or the person that Memphis Bleak is currently beefing with.
Who is he beefing with?
So apparently he's beefing with I forget the guy's name, but the guy made a post. Actually, I got the post in my DM. And it basically stated that Jay, went on and did a exclusive interview with OG, but didn't do it with his own man's Bleak.
Who's OG?
Huh?
Who's OG?
What you mean?
You said OG.
I mean GQ.
Oh, okay.
GQ, yeah. So he was on, the GQ interview.
Okay.
And people just, I'm not even going to say people, just one particular person put it out there. And there was a lot of people in the comments speaking about it.
You felt some kind of way too.
For a second.
Yeah, you did.
Because from where it came from, it was just kind of, I've known it to be where a lot of people, talk that gatekeeping and things of that such. But after having a conversation with a few people, it made me understand like GQ is not just a podcast, right?
Right.
It's very exclusive. And I don't think it had anything to do with his relationship between him and Bleak.
Right.
But I just think that, it was on a more exclusive platform. He was in the magazine. And young boy that interviewed him did a phenomenal job and he knew a lot about Jay, which I know Bleak would, but it's on a different level. Right. So sometimes, me interviewing you versus someone else interviewing you, they're going to be able to get a lot more out of you versus if him and, Bleak would have had an interview. And that guy's a journalist, right? He's a professional.
Right.
Bleak just, found himself, wanting to start his own podcast, and he don't have any they don't have any background with it, right? So I just
do
think
you have to have background with it though?
I
just want to let you know. I'm gonna let it slide though.
Okay.
Get a lot more out of you. It's crazy. But go ahead. I'm gonna let it slide though.
Hey, listen, I tried
I'm gonna be professional today.
Be
though.
professional
you know what I'm
today.
saying? But I'm be back though. That was
Yeah.
you got chill.
That was a pause.
That's crazy.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so I mean, I see both sides of it. But just because that's his man's, don't mean he have to. You know, he can support him in so many other ways versus coming onto his podcast.
Okay.
And we got a lot of guys. You know, a few guys that we call, you know, that's out in the circle that because they're not on our podcast doesn't mean that they're not supporting us. They're cheering for us.
It's not the same thing.
It is.
How? We talking about first of all, we talking about basically what I'm hearing from you is I have to have the credentials in order to be a journalist.
No. Oh yeah. In order to be a journalist, yes.
But we got a bunch of podcasts out here who do better interview. Hold up. Shannon Sharp is a phenomenal, and he's not a journalist.
But that was one of the podcasts I named that he would. I feel like it'd be more for Jay to want to go on, right?
Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, Shannon Sharp.
Why would you want to go on a sports show?
Shannon Sharp's not a sports show.
Oh yeah, I got okay. Okay, Nightcap is.
Nightcap is.
I got you.
I'm speaking about Shake.
Your Club Shake.
Yeah, Club Shake.
You think he? Nah, I don't think he's going there.
No, I didn't say he would go on there. I know he wasn't going there because Shannon Sharp get a little messy at times.
He definitely get a little messy.
So I don't think he would go on there, but I'm just saying that's a platform that he would go on.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, you know, Bleak his guy, but you know, where Bleak is, he's kind of still brand new into it, right? So sometimes I feel like Hove is like, yo, I'm Hove. He said it in the interview. Even with the Drake and Kendrick beef. He like, yo, I'm Hove. So, you know, the fact that I'm Hove, he don't, you know what I mean? Like, he like to be different. He don't want to be on the same trend as everybody else.
Right.
So, the fact of the matter is, I think I saw Juvie and Manny Fresh on there and the whole nine.
Yeah.
Jay like, yo, I mean, you know.
Could he be that he too big for himself? That's what I'm asking. Here's the question I'm asking is, the reason probably why I would want Mr. Have an opportunity to even have a conversation one day to ask the questions that people want to hear. People want to hear the questions. Like, yo, what really happened with the Rockefeller shit?
But do he really want to put that out there? So until Jay is ready, because I feel like right now, Jay is at a point of his life where he got a lot of explaining to do. But the thing about it is he going to sit here and have an exclusive interview about his whole life, or he just going to go to the bring out an album in reference to it? And I think that makes it even better because lyrically he's crazy.
But Jay talking codes.
Okay,
so you said something the other day. You said, yo, yeah, he said a lot about nothing. That's what you said. You said he said a lot without saying nothing.
I didn't say without. Yeah, he said.
Did you say that?
No. You said a lot without nothing.
No, I said he said a lot without saying nothing.
Absolutely, he did. That don't mean he said nothing, but that just mean he was very strategic with his word.
Okay, cool. So
you know what I mean, he was just very so. Therefore, I don't think. I mean, Jay-Z has never been the type where he just want to tell everybody about his life.
Yeah, but I ain't saying that, which I do agree with. But I do agree with that. But the question I'm asking you is, when you watch the interview, right? What did you take from it? What did you learn new, different that you didn't know before?
Allow is no longer in my vocabulary.
All right, cool. That's a good one. I'll give you cool.
Yeah. I mean, because it makes sense.
No, you didn't ask my question.
What's
the question is, what did you learn something new from that interview that you didn't know before? Other than allow.
Just trusting your circle, right?
Okay.
Like trusting the people that understanding the people that have your back, and like Jay said last year, he was playing defense last year. Yeah. This year is an offensive year.
Okay.
I like how he broke that down.
Okay.
So it was just like he was real in depth about it when it came down to like owning his own shit, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So I feel like he's still. I mean, he's still Hove, but at the same time, he's just doing things in a strategic way more so than just being out there with it.
Wow.
So even when it came down to the Buds, the lawsuit shit,
he said that
should affect him.
That's the only thing we really hear.
That should affect him.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So that should. I mean, because that was the talk of town. People want to know about that.
Yes, and that too, along with everything else. I'm just saying the interview was good. I'm not saying it wasn't good. I just feel like when you have somebody that's, I'm gonna use like a myth bleak, right? Because I feel he will ask Jay questions that people will want to know versus somebody else will ask questions. They're not gonna ask certain questions.
Well, the thing about it
They're
is,
afraid to lose the interview.
Well, do you think that Jay-Z didn't have a talk with the gentleman that was interviewing him prior to, and he gave him all the questions?
But that's why the questions sound like it was, scripted. Like they knew what the questions were.
But that's what he want. But that's why he wouldn't go on.
But is that a good
interview
show? Though?
Huh?
Is that a good interview?
I can't hear you.
Is that a good interview? Knowing the questions ahead of time, it's just like,
I think people was just so shocked to see Hov during the interview period, right? It's one of those things where it's just like it's still shocking. Like, damn, Hov came and did an interview
for 36 minutes with somebody who we don't know who it is.
Exactly, right? But people don't realize that gentleman was African American too.
For sure.
So big ups, to him.
Yeah.
So
I think he did for what.
Absolutely, he knew a lot. He knew a lot, man. He knew a lot. He was reciting lyrics. He did his homework.
For sure. For sure.
Again, I just think that, me interviewing you, or
I think it'd be a good interview.
It definitely be a good interview, but it just matters. It will matter where you want to open up.
But here's the thing: why I think it'd be even more of a better interview, the level of comfortability. You know what I'm saying? So you're not trying to get anything out of me to expose me for anything.
Yeah, but I still feel like Jay don't want people to know so much about him.
I got you. But what I'm saying to you, right, which I understand, which is why I think that somebody would do a great interview because they know I ain't gonna touch on that. That's not important.
But what could you touch on?
Oh.
I mean, with Jay-Z. What if you had to interview Jay-Z today, what would just name a few topics you'll touch on?
People want to hear his perspective of the Diddy shit. You know what I'm saying? Which we don't know.
Nobody want to touch that right now.
I understand, but people will want to know his perspective. You know what I'm saying? Even if he just say something simple, people want to know the situation, how he feel about the whole Dame Dash coming out, that situation.
Oh, that's a big one.
For sure. And people want to hear about the situation that would transpire with DeHaven, who used to be his best friend.
Okay.
What happened with that? You know what I'm saying? So there has been so many times where people assessing his character. I'm not saying he had to explain himself. You know what I'm saying? But people want to hear about he got a new album coming out. You know what I mean? Or what's going on with that? How he feel about people having his their opinion of how he's handling the NFL.
With the artists.
With the artists. And why Chris Brown haven't got the opportunity, which everybody been waiting for that. You know what I mean? It's a lot of questions that people want to ask.
Yeah.
Other than that, a person who don't know Jay, or who just happy to have the interview, is not even going to ask. Because they're like, yo, I ain't trying to fuck this up.
No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So they would want to know.
Yeah, they want to tread lightly.
They want to tread lightly. You know what I'm saying?
Now, another question for you. How was your experience with the, tell me about your experience as far, first of all, you got tickets to the Jay-Z concert?
Oh, yeah, we got some tickets to that.
We got tickets? Okay. So you said you got me some tickets?
The whole team.
The whole team. Okay. Okay.
The Rock Boys in the building.
So what show you going to?
I mean, we're going back to back.
Oh, we're going back.
We're going double back on.
Oh, yeah, we doubling back.
It's an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, you said it, but it's not. Reasonable Doubt wasn't in our era.
Okay.
You agree?
It wasn't. Yeah.
Okay. But we know the album.
But we know the album because we Jay-Z fans.
I never been to a Jay-Z concert.
Okay.
You have?
I have.
Cool. I never been to a concert with you.
Okay.
Cool. That's an experience. And just to have the opportunity to do not only the Reasonable Doubt, but the Blueprint the next day, bro. You can't miss this opportunity.
Yeah. It's definitely a pleasant opportunity, but
for sure.
So.
Oh, but so we going to the concert. How you feel?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to go to the concert. Got a little bummer because I just the unknown. When he dropped his third show.
You did talk
when
about
he dropped his third show. I kind of feel a little iffy about it because it's like, how you going to appease those people when you had people like ourselves purchasing, the Friday tickets and the Saturday tickets. Now you dropping the show for the third day,
which wasn't cheap.
But it's like the collab. Are you gonna put both albums together? Because if that's the case, I might as well wait for you to drop the third show to go to the fucking third show.
That's a fact.
So I think it's just a little like I really no offense to the people that got it on the third day, but I really don't want to feel cheated that I really could have just went to that show.
Right.
Now, I do want to hear the whole album.
But You don't know what the third show is.
I don't know what the third show is.
We don't know.
But the thing about it is, people spent around the same amount of money that we spent for our tickets.
For a day?
For the third day. For the third day, I believe
both
so.
Days?
Yeah, it wasn't cheaper. Right? Okay. So the thing about it is, like, so you going to short them and not give them a good show? I mean, he going to give everybody a good show, but it's just like, all right, he going to cut 4 songs for, Reasonable Doubt, or 6 songs for Reasonable Doubt, 6 songs, so I just would love, I really, to be quite honest with you, I'm thinking about getting the third show too.
No, you crazy.
I'm thinking about spending the whole weekend up in NY. The reason being because
so now you're tripping.
I'm not tripping, but I think the reason being, and I think some people could agree, the reason being, I really want to know how that third show will go, because I'm really going to speak on it if I feel like he gave them a phenomenal show where he put the 2 shows together.
Jay-Z smart.
He's smart. I don't think he'd do that, but you just never know.
Anything is the...
So
they have a third show, which is, I get it. I mean,
and it was planned.
It can go both ways.
It was definitely planned.
It had to be.
There's no way that New York's Yankee Stadium is available, just readily available like that.
And it's baseball season.
And it's baseball season. So, to be quite honest with you, I think it was planned, but I hope and pray that it makes sense for the people that spent back-to-back tickets. Because I think some people did it, like where they bought it for the Reasonable Doubt and purchased it for the Blueprint.
But whoa, what album you really want to hear?
Yo, listen, I'm a Blueprint fan.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's my top album.
Yeah.
I'm a Reasonable Doubt fan, but number 1 is Blueprint.
For sure.
I mean, you got Song Cry, you got Heart of the City.
Heart of the City.
You got Never Change. You got Renegade.
You got Girls.
You got Takeover. You got Whole Vito.
You got
come on. I mean, so it's just, that's my favorite album.
For sure.
So that's one of the things. But let's talk about the experience, right? So let's talk about the experience. The first day when we were trying to get tickets, what transpired? I want you to tell your story, because I'm gonna tell mine.
I feel like you're trying to lead me to a trap.
I'm not trying to lead you to a trap, but I kind of want to know what was your experience, like the whole experience when it came down to purchasing the Jay-Z tickets.
Well, number 1, I didn't know Jay-Z was ever having a concert until you told me.
Okay.
Right, that's number 1. Number 2, as far as trying to get the tickets.
Yeah.
As far as on the computer.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what you. Oh, I see what you're trying to entrap me.
I'm not trying to entrap you. I just want the fans to know, what was your experience like?
What mistake I almost made?
No,
not that.
It wasn't a mistake you almost made. It was just more so I want to know your experience. Seriously.
Boy, nigga, you talking? All right, cool. So essentially, you're saying how we was on the phone trying to figure how to get these tickets.
Right. So we was on.
You asked me a question
because I want to make sure you explain it.
I got you.
Yeah.
You saying how me, you, and CP was on the phone trying to get the tickets.
Yep.
Cool. Y'all 2 wasn't as successful on the phone how I was on the computer.
Right.
Okay. So you saying, bro, you gotta relax.
I'm relaxed.
So you asking me when I thought I was on Ticketmaster.
Right.
And I was on ticket sales.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the price of the tickets was
phenomenal. Outrageous.
Out of this world.
Yeah.
And we almost was about to pay for them.
Yep.
But God is good.
God is good.
Yeah. It didn't go through for some particular reason, boom.
Right.
And then CP got on there.
Right.
And it was half the price.
Yeah.
Of what we was originally going to pay for.
Absolutely.
So I made an error.
Yeah.
God is good.
Yeah, God is
So that's what you wanted to hear?
No. I mean, I'm going to tell my version.
Okay, well, I'm listening.
So I'm a storyteller.
For sure. No. You're an extra ass nigga.
All right, so go ahead. So basically, myself, Lou, and CP was like, listen, we going to this concert. So we were on a 3-way. I think the tickets dropped at about 10 o'clock in the morning.
10 o'clock, they dropped.
And so Ticketmaster had, first of all, if you didn't have a city account, then basically you would have to wait for the following day.
Okay.
So, we got some shit arranged.
Tell the whole story too, though. Go ahead.
We got some shit arranged with the city account.
Yeah.
And so from there, we're on, right? I mean, we're logged in, and I think me and CP was logged in 30 minutes prior.
Yeah.
So we call Lou, and we like, yeah, we logged in, we in the waiting room, blah, blah. I think I had about 700,000 people in front of me.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
So Lou here jumped on his computer, boom, I'm in. So we like, you in? Me and CP waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm in. What y'all need? What y'all looking at? he looking all through the tickets. They got the stadium set up. He looking at the setup. And so we like, yo, how are you getting in? Oh yeah, I got in both days. What y'all need?
All that though?
That's how you was. I'm just saying.
Crazy.
So at this point, we like, man, you tripping. We actually had him put us on FaceTime. So we on FaceTime and look, I'm in. He talking all this, he log in again, he log out, he can log back in. We like, yo, how are you able to log back in? Sure enough, we saw some tickets. He like, what y'all want to do? What y'all want to do? We gonna get them?
All that? That's
man,
crazy.
Listen, I think we was at like 7 bands at that point.
It was like 7.
So we put the give him the card number. We put the card number in. Man, CP like, yo, that's not Ticketmaster. That's ticket sales.
No, he didn't say that. No. CP got in, and CP saw the price that he was able to get, and it was half the price. I said, "Damn, what website the fuck?"
Yeah, and then the great thing of the card declined.
No,
you entered it incorrectly.
Some information was wrong.
Yeah.
It wasn't going through. So we were like, hold on, let's see real quick to make sure. But then CP pulled it up, and then the price was like, "Yo, you sure that's right about all those tickets?" All right, cool. And then you was like, "Yo, what website you on?"
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on ticket sales.
I'm on ticket sales. So basically, we almost got scammed out of about 7 G's messing with this guy Lou, man.
Yeah, so that's what you want. That's whole.
I just want to put it out there.
This whole story was about that.
No, I just come back in a circle. But no, but like the experience was crazy.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, like Jay is a phenomenal artist. And I just think that everyone are so used to seeing others besides Jay. So him, doing this concert is going to be phenomenal. I just want to know if he is just something to start a album, or maybe he'll start going to different cities. What you think what's going to happen?
Well, I'll say this: there are like time when things happen that are like you got to go to, like this, right?
Yep.
There's significant moments in time, just like you can't get that back. Like I'm not saying it's on the same level, but like when Obama first got in office, you had to watch that.
You had to watch that.
You know what I'm saying? The inauguration, right? So now Jay, he ain't put an album out in some years. He ain't been on tour by himself in years, and now we get the opportunity to do it back to back. It's just like, yo, we gotta go, bro.
Yeah.
And he may be doing some talking those nights about whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We just don't know.
Yep,
do I think an album is coming? Based off the interview that we saw and how much he expressed how hurt he was, how frustrated he was, how angry he was. And a lot of things have not been spoken of. And I think with the whole legal situation really, and with the child situation, really put a stamp on some things. Not only for himself, but for his wife.
Yeah.
And they got kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the thing about it is I also feel like it may not be another album because he expressed how he loves to be in the background and watch his wife, do certain things, or, he just collecting the moment right now, because he said he liked being on the other side of creativity.
Right.
So, and that's more so producing.
For sure.
So, like I said, is say like it's gonna look good for Hov in the upcoming. Not saying that it ever looked bad,
right,
besides those allegations, but look like, man, he coming out of his bubble, man. And I think that's what the fans need, right? The fans miss Jay on the scene. But at the end of the day, Jay about 60 years old too.
But I think that honestly, I think that here's the thing. A question I'll ask you. Then we move to another topic. Is like when our artists get up and get older, why do we feel like they irrelevant? And the reason why I ask the question because like Jay put up an album. Now I've been putting out some albums that have been great. Why do we feel like when they get up in age, they no longer relevant, or we don't really care to hear? We still care to hear because we're around their age. I mean, I'm not their ages, but the new music these days, we really can't relate to it. You know what I mean? We may listen to it in the gym, but to feel it, to relate to it, he's like, yo, all right. That's like if your man Anthony Hamilton put out an album, you trying to hear that.
Yeah.
Because that's where you are mentally now. You know what I mean? Versus hearing something No disrespect. I ain't trying to hear no Sexy Red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hear that.
Well, I think the relevance of it, and you spoke on it, but it's a new generation that took over.
For sure.
So we're always going to still listen to Jay.
For sure.
Regardless of who dropping, whatever now, we are still going to listen. It's just like, KRS-One,
You don't listen to KRS-One.
I don't. But what I'm saying is a generation that's CR. He listens to
who?
CR.
Okay.
He listens to KRS-One. That's his generation.
But he also from New York too.
He also from New York. Yeah. But the thing about it is Al Jay-Z is his,
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when I asked him about coming to, since he's from New York, coming to the Jay-Z, that's not really his era.
Got you.
So that's not really his era. I mean, Jay-Z came 96?
Nah, probably before
first album.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 96.
Oh, okay.
So CR was already started his career.
They're the same age.
Yeah, but it's just like us going to listen to Bow Wow.
Oh,
we the same age. So the thing about
it is, fan, weren't you?
Huh?
You was a Bow Wow fan, weren't you?
Yeah, over Romeo, because at that time it was like Romeo and because it was Romeo and Bow Wow.
You went to a Bow Wow concert, didn't you?
Never had. CP said he
you
wanted
had the Bow Wow jersey?
No, I wore my jersey backwards though. What you talking about? The Space Jam one? I mean the
Browns.
Oh, okay, nah.
You say CP what?
No, CP said he wanted to go to the concert.
With Bow Wow?
Yeah. See? You see how you looked at that? We the same age as Bow Wow. But you see how you just
I mean Bow Wow,
you put that you turned up that big ass nose of yours and said something about you looking like crazy. So that's how CR feel about Jay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You going to the Bow Wow concert with CP?
Negative.
Why?
Just not interested.
You don't want to
nothing bounce with
Oh
yeah, I could bounce all day.
What?
But I'll bounce home. Yo, that's crazy. You can't even say nothing these days, man.
Go ahead.
You gotta stop.
But I didn't know that though, because they almost CR is almost in the same era as Jay. He ain't rock with him.
He ain't rock with him like
cool.
that.
All right, cool. That's good. You know what?
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's fair.
That's fair. But I do rock the new music too, though. Don't get me wrong. But
you big on the new music, but the thing about it is, you in a different, when it comes down to like, your gym. Shout out to the gym
for sure.
Shout out to the gym. LL13 Fitness.
Be here, baby.
Shout out to it. But when you're in the gym, certain people that you train probably want to hear that type of music. So you got to switch it up.
Yeah, like Youngboy, right? NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, NBA. Oh, he fire. Listen, I'm
not an NBA Youngboy fan, bro.
But when I'm in that gym, I turns NBA Youngboy on. I can listen to his whole CDs straight through because I just like his.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question though.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we almost pushing 40.
Yeah. No, you almost pushing 40.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Do you feel like it?
Yeah. My body feel like it at times.
Okay.
Really? My body, yeah. Oh, so I mean, I told you about last night, right? Like my stomach just can't take a lot of things.
You about to take a shit of yourself?
Yeah, facts.
Oh, okay.
So it's just at a certain point in your life, like I mean, you feel it, but I'm embracing it. I'm excited about it, and the reason being, I was just talking about absolutely. I was just talking about it the other day. First of all, I'm ready to retire.
Yes.
Secondly, I'm ready for my kids to get older.
What does retirement look like for you?
Retirement looks like 10 more years from now.
No. I'm saying like retirement is you're not doing nothing.
I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do.
Okay.
That's just where it is. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna say I'm not doing nothing. I'm doing something. But I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do.
10 years?
Absolutely. I got 10 more years.
10 more years.
And I'm gonna make sure I tuck away, funds and so therefore I can relax and not worry about too much.
So before 50
yep.
Okay.
Yeah. But
like
the thing I'm gonna say about that is we were just talking about that and I'm embracing it. Listen, my two youngest, I got they about to be 12. I got 8 more years left. You know what I mean? Before not even 8, 6, sorry. 6 more years left before they're technically adults. Not saying that I'm just gonna stop what I'm doing, but at the same time, it's a little different. Right, it's a little different feeling. Shout out to, my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She made All-American.
She did phenomenal.
So we went to Virginia Beach this past weekend.
Yeah.
And she ran in a 60-meter hurdles. And she came out of All-American, man. Shout out to her. So proud of her, man. So proud of her.
Shout out to T.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it's just been, that, and this is the piggyback on our first question. That's the reason why, we kind of backed off a little bit of the part. You know what I mean? Because we just had a lot of things going on.
We now?
Absolutely. It's a we now as a team. But now we got some decisions coming up, college, Jake and high school decisions.
Yep.
So
and that was a big one.
That was a big one. Shout out to Jake Loyola. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Shout out to Jake.
So just a lot of things that has been going on for the better though, for the better. So don't get it twisted. I don't think that it wasn't a setback for us. I think we were accomplishing things as we go. We're still looking to accomplish things, but we just kind of set back. But again, I tell Lou all the time, this is my therapy, right? So without this, it kind of I'm in a healing process, right? So it heals me when I come in and speak, joke, spend some time with my guy. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, I know. You miss me.
Yeah.
But listen though, true though. It's 26. It's the whole new year.
Yep.
So our last pod was sometime in 25.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we 3 months into the New Year's.
Yep.
How's it going?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm on my J shit. We playing offense right now.
Okay.
We played defense last year.
Oh. Can you elaborate on that? What does offense look like for you versus defense?
So offense look like for me just pedal to the metal. Being intentional this year.
Gotcha.
So this year I'm being very intentional. Everything that I do, I'm being very intentional.
Gotcha.
Right? I'm not holding back. I'm not stepping back.
Yeah.
But I'm being very intentional.
Yeah.
I'm shooting for it. So I think that's what it looks like for me. And it's been going well. I think we spoke in the past podcast about the no means no.
Yeah. No with the period.
Oh yeah, no with the period. Yeah, it's a complete sentence.
Yeah, it's a complete sentence.
Yeah. So I fuck learning that. I'm in that. I'm in that wave. And I'm just being very intentional. It's all about the goals that I'm trying to reach. The rebranding of Lou and Lowe's podcast.
For sure.
The rebranding and the continued success with Cameo.
For sure.
The rebranding and the continued success with LL13.
Which is my last year down the location that we have now. Which is a rebranding.
Wow. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you made. Listen, that's exclusive.
It is.
That's exclusive. Talk about it, man. Talk about it.
You know what, man? I had a moment in the shower. TMI.
Oh, that's
I was supposed to say TMI, bro.
Hey, cool. All right.
You can't tell me you don't do a lot of thinking in the bathroom.
I do a lot of thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cut the bullshit.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. I just felt like I kind of had like it's kind of hard to say, but sometimes people have a
type shit?
Let me tell you.
Oh, good.
Okay, cool. I had the same moment when I decided to leave a job when I felt like God put something in my spirit. And for me, I just felt like 26, for my last year down there, I felt like I had maximized all my abilities there, right? My growth has reached the highest it can go.
Okay.
I can't go no further than that.
Okay.
Right? Which, in hindsight, when you speak about rebranding, while like this year is a rebranding year for me, which is my last year down there, we are taking on a competition that's in September.
Absolutely.
That you've been bullshitting on, but we're not going to speak on that one. That's really good for my brand and where the direction where we're going. You know what I mean? So I think God just put it on me like it's my last year. Where am I going? I have no idea.
Okay.
But it's my last year.
Yeah.
For sure. I feel like this year is my last year.
Yeah,
I know that it is.
So question with that, how long have you had the LL13 fitness gym?
Man, it started in how long I've been in that location since 20.
Okay.
So almost six years.
Okay.
6 years.
Okay.
So this next January 31st is when it ends. It would be 6 years completed.
Okay.
Yeah. Longer than I anticipated.
Okay. So what's the goal? I know you say you still got a lot of revamping to do. You got some rebranding. What does it look like, right? Like, so what's the just a general idea of where you're looking to go when it comes down to LL13 Fitness?
Ask the question one more time.
So what's the general idea? You don't have to be specific, but what's the general idea on what you want to touch on when it comes down to LL13? How you want to rebrand it? Where do you see yourself with LL13 after, leaving the location that you are right now? Where do you see yourself within that year times period?
At a new location.
Okay.
At a new location that with more square footage. That way I'm able to fully expand. But the issue was with the last gym, exposure.
Okay.
Location.
Okay.
Now, visibility.
Okay.
I didn't have a lot of visibility. Product is good, but there's no visibility.
Okay.
Location matters, right?
Yeah,
So it depends on where you are, determine what kind of people is going to come there.
Okay.
Right? So this new one, I want to have visibility, but at the same time, a location that's convenient for diversity. Not just, I don't want just black money. Maybe some white money. I want all diversity, right? But just location and visibility for me, you know what I mean? But I think it starts with honestly me.
Yep.
I always felt like that. It started with me being the forefront of the brand, not behind it all the time.
And also stepping outside your character.
For sure.
And I tell you that all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just you're so talented when it comes down to being a trainer.
Yeah.
It's so much expansion that can happen. And like you said, you just got to be at the forefront and stop always wanting to sit in the background. There's certain things that like when it came down to cameo, you're okay with sitting in the background.
For me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But this is your baby, right? Yeah. So the LL13 fitness is your baby. Yeah. So now it's time for me to sit in the background and for you to be at the forefront.
But that's why the high rocks are so important.
Yep. Okay.
That's why, like for me, the preparation and everything, because that's gonna, number one, that's a great way to explore with the business. Right?
Absolutely.
But not only just that though, myself, right? Okay. In addition to taking on the challenge, people saying I started 5 months later. I'm 5 months early, right? And then I prep myself for this to prepare to be successful at the Hot Rock.
Absolutely.
And then I can come back and be a testimony, like, you know what? I did this. This was my process. This was my transformation. So me, it's a transformation for myself in order for my business to expand further. Okay. That's why 26 is so important.
Absolutely.
You know
Absolutely.
I mean? So,
well, listen.
Go ahead.
If I don't say it now, man,
go tell me.
I wish you the best. You know what I mean? You've been phenomenal for these past 6 years.
For sure.
When it came down to LO13,
my man.
You have trained so many people to include my father. You put him in a different headspace of where he was in his life. You have put me. So not only physically, Lou, but when it comes down to mentally, you have helped out so many people. But now it's time to help out yourself.
I appreciate it.
Right. So now it's time to play offense, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You at defense right now. Play offense. Put your pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
And just look forward.
You know, that's why the pod good too, though. To go back to the pod, is being able to use what we're going through, what we have been through. I'm pretty sure everybody had this moment in business where you're rebranding.
Absolutely.
And sometimes that shit, you don't know what that shit look like.
Yep.
But you have to understand there's a never level you have to get to.
Absolutely.
And there's a moment where we spoke about the other day where you get stagnant and you get stuck.
Get complacent.
Yeah. That too, you get stuck, right? No matter how much you're doing, you just like, I'm just stuck in this one space. But there's something that we're missing. So
yeah. And that don't just happen with business. That just happened with your everyday life.
For sure. For sure.
So it's like, I actually just recently had a position offered to me probably about a few years ago, probably about 3 years ago. I was ready to just leave my career all as a whole. I just wasn't there. I wasn't in a great headspace with it. And prior to leaving, I think a day before I left, I had a bag full of everything that I needed to turn in. And I was offered a position within my unit that wasn't even looking to have this position because I wanted to go elsewhere. And that's what I'm getting to. I wanted to go elsewhere. But when they offered that position, something told me to take that position. So now I'm in that position. And now 4 years later, the position that I put in for is now readily available. And I was told that I'm on the list to go.
Right.
And so, man, I had to think it through because that was the old me.
But real quick though, what year you put it in? What year? Give it
2022.
22. Okay.
22.
All right, 22.
So 2022, I put this transfer in.
Damn.
To go. And and to be quite honest with you, last year, probably like October, it came back around and I asked, did I still have it in? And I was told that I didn't have the transfer and it was no longer valid. So I'm like, cool, because I was just in a good headspace where I was. And sure enough, I get a phone call. I get approached on last Tuesday, and it was like, hey,
in 26.
In 26,
okay.
It's time for you,
Yeah.
They basically want you down there. Now they filling the spots. They want you down there.
Right.
So I went down there, and it was a phenomenal time. They got a good team and things of that such.
Right.
And I was building myself up for it, right? I was like, yeah, you could do this, right? This is what you wanted to do. You could do this. But then I had to set into reality. I said, listen, it's not you no more. You have grown.
So it's 4 years.
You have grown. You have did so much more in your life these past 4 years. If you put yourself in this situation, it could be technically in the long run, it could be a setback. So I talked to a good friend of mine, and he, me and him talked. And sometimes with people, I think, he was in this career as well, and he has since retired from his career. And I think sometimes when me and him talk, I feel like, he should be in retired mode, but I had a conversation with him about where he is in his life and how old he is, right? So life is precious.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about
TP?
IH.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. So basically, we had a talk, and I will always tell him, I tell all my guys that has retired, like, listen, live your life. Even though KT just recently. So I'm like, yo, live your life. Stop chasing money, right? You got enough money. Live your life just a little bit.
But I mean, because why do you know that though?
Well, I mean, I know because we have conversations, but the thing about it is, once you hitting the 50, 60 marker, like, let's be honest, people not living to see 100 these days.
Well, they said their life is expected is 75.
75. So if you 60 years old, you got 15 more. Just think of having 15 more years on this earth. So therefore, you have to live a little bit, and that's why.
But how you figure out? I cut you out though, champ. The question I asked is though, it's like, how you know they're not though?
I see them. They're working all day, every day.
Yeah, but they take a lot of vacations too, though.
I mean, but taking vacations because you can. Remember what I said earlier. I said I could do whatever the fuck I want to do. In retirement.
I got you.
They are at a point where they could do whatever the fuck they want to do, but they so stagnant and so scared to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
You can't take the money with you.
Your fear is a hard thing.
It is. I know. You talking to somebody that knows.
Yeah, fear is a hard thing. And here's the thing about it is, though, too. It's just like, what's there for them to do? The question I asked.
Live a little bit.
What does it look like, though?
I mean, it matters
I understand your perspective.
It matters whatever you enjoy. That's what it looks like.
Did you ask them?
Well, how about this? IH, he traveled so much more when he was on a job versus off the job. Yeah. And it had nothing to do with finances. It just had everything to do with feeling obligated to chase this bag.
Gotcha.
But listen, again, if you're 60 plus, you saying the average, do the math. You saying 15 years, the average life expectancy is 75.
75.
Bruh, you got 15 more years and you just gonna spend it, working?
I think that
when you don't have to?
Yo, to really be honest with you, that's a very good point you said that. But I'll say this. I think that for a lot of us, money is the motive.
Yeah.
Right? And the question I ask is, now I think I asked you this before, but I'm asking you again. When is it enough?
When you're comfortable. And again, I'm speaking of constant, I'm talking about the hard workers, right?
Yeah.
So I'm speaking for the hard workers.
Yeah.
When you're at a grind, you want to get to, you can't just grind all your life.
That's a fact. Bro.
You got to get to a certain point in your life where you're done grinding. You don't have to grind anymore.
Yeah.
So again, you 60 plus and you still chasing a bag. Yo, the life expectancy is 15 more years. You're going to just keep on passing your life by.
That's a very good point.
So that's how many people we know that has dropped dead.
Well, we know a lot of people who had a lot of things that happened to them that's young.
That's young. So the thing about it is, listen, I'm 38. I turned 38 this year. I turned 38.
Damn.
So the thing about it is, I'm at a point in my life where I'm appreciating getting older, but it's scary.
Wow.
Because you just never know when, the king called you. So therefore you got to just live a little bit. And I'm saying that to say, going back and, fruition with the position I was offered, I was just at a point where I'm like, yo, you don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Where you are, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
It's not strenuous work.
Yeah.
Your family is more important than just you.
Yeah.
I'm the sacrifice. And I tell my kids that the other day. We just had a conversation. I'm the sacrifice for my kids.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sacrificing my life and certain things I want to do to make their life just a little bit better.
Okay.
Right? So therefore, when it comes down to it, sometimes it's just not about me.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to make sure they're good.
For sure.
So I think, when you get to a point where you shouldn't have to find something where you're not grinding for the rest of your life. Listen, they're pushing Social Security back farther and further out.
Yeah, I know.
60, 68, 70. It's going to be at 90.
Yeah.
You're not even going to be able to touch it.
Hey, yo, but real quick, though, you tell motherfuckers not to work. Gas like $4, $5.
No, gas $5. No, I'm not saying
that's a joke, man. But
yeah. So I'm not saying not work.
Yeah,
but I'm saying you gotta put yourself in a position where you gotta look at set your goal to where you're gonna stop grinding.
Yeah.
So you can still work, but stop grinding.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a big deal. I mean, people look at the entrepreneurship thing. It's tough, right? But people look
Hard
at
as shit.
hard. And the thing about it, what's the end all be all? And I ask that all the time. What's the end all be all? So right now, yeah, I got entrepreneurship, but I also have a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
My end all be all is getting at least to a point where I can have the pension. So therefore, my business, anything else is more so extra.
Yeah.
Right. So you gotta get to a point where you're finding out where you want to be in life, where your goals are. Stop living every day. Stop just in routine. Because once you get in routine, life gonna pass you by, and you're not gonna be able to enjoy it. So that's my jump for the day.
That's good, bro.
Yeah.
You listen. Was that planned or did it came?
It just came because I mean, like I said, I just see so much of my people.
Yeah.
I mean, me and you just took a loss. Just a few weeks ago, a guy that we work with, that we know quite well. I mean, we took a loss. I just found out one of my guys, basically, got injured on the job due to a health issue, a health scare, emergency. So it's just like certain things that's going on that we really have to, embrace life.
For sure.
Because, it can happen to any of us.
1,000%.
So therefore, let's just live, just live a little bit. That's it. I'm not telling you to be irresponsible, but I'm telling you to live a little bit.
That's good. I like it. I like it.
Well, listen, you got something else for the people?
We back.
We back, man. Listen, we appreciate, y'all just being there for us, right?
Just taking a ride with us.
Yeah, absolutely. We know, we got some rebranding to do.
For sure.
We got a few things that's we got in talks. But listen, we hope you appreciated the show.
For sure.
I need you to like.
Comment,
subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.
You rusty, bro.
All right, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, one more time.
Like, comment, subscribe, and tell everybody
we're back.
Blue and Los is
back, baby.
Absolutely. We appreciate y'all checking in.
Love, baby.
People hate when they elevate. 2 former cops turn the mics into the heavyweight.